Like every other season, today I'm going to show you 5 new ZED tips and tricks with ZED. A lot of people ask me, hey Fiddle, why do you make W secondary now instead of E? Riot nerfed Zed's E multiple times, that's why a lot of Zed mains choose to make W instead. Maxing W is super good with Zed. The main reason of maxing your W secondary is because when you fully max it, the cooldown is really short. It's both good for fighting and for clearing the wave. You can freely use your W to clear the wave since it's gonna come up shortly. You can use it to come from the base to the lane faster, and in teamfights you are going to annoy your opponent because when your W is maxed out you can jump everywhere, especially if you use your E to reset some extra seconds. Zed can actually jump over the wall by placing his shadow in the wall. If you want to gank bot lane but not get targeted by the turret, you can definitely try this trick out. The way to do it is pretty simple, but you need to use 2 Ws in order to do it. The first one is to get really close to the wall in order to do it, and the second one to get into the wall. On the second cast, just click on the little river you see here and you will successfully put your shadow in the wall. When you recast it, you will swap and avoid the turret. You can also do this trick on other walls, but the problem is that you really need those 2 Ws to do it, and that's one more reason to make W secondary, so you have a shorter cooldown. One of my favorite ZED combos is this combo. The reason why it's so fun is because it's really fast and your opponents usually think that you are using your W shadow to run away from them, but in reality you are setting them up for a combo where you can easily hit 2 Qs, 1 auto attack, E, and even get away from them after all of this. It's super hard to react to that because it's really fast, and the best thing about it is that your opponent cannot predict it, especially when it looks like you're using your W to get away from them. This combo is not easy, so I would suggest you to train it in practice tool before you try to do it in a real game. What people are always confused about when playing Zed is what item to buy as your secondary item after buying your mythic item. In many of those games the best 2 options for the secondary item are GHOSTBLADE and HYDRA, so which item should you buy? I personally go GHOSTBLADE when I have a gold lead, either if I'm ahead in farm and levels or if I solo killed my opponent. When I'm behind I go HYDRA, maybe the enemy jungler and support camp your lane and you got behind in levels and gold, or you just had a tough laning phase. Now I'm going to explain you why I do that. GHOSTBLADE can help you snowball the lead that you have by getting to other locations faster because of the passive of the item. This item is also pretty cheap and gives you all the good stats that Zed needs: ability haste, AD and lethality. Before every teamfight you can activate it, and the movement speed is going to help you to land a perfect WEQ on a squishy target, which in my opinion is a huge advantage. I personally think that this item is just the best item to buy when you are ahead on Zed. HYDRA is an item that scales really well and helps you clear and farm waves ultra fast. That's why I like to buy it secondary when I'm behind. I don't really look to fight anybody or roam anywhere when I'm behind, so I buy HYDRA to farm more efficiently and faster. HYDRA will allow you to scale better and get back into the game. I think it's a super good secondary item if you just want to play it slower and farm up for late game, so I always go this item when I'm behind on Zed. Lethality items are in my opinion a bit underrated with Zed right now. I think stacking lethality items when you are doing really well with Zed is super OP. First Strike allows you to earn gold so much faster than with any other rune, and if you're ahead in kills and farm you're going to have so much gold. Lethality items are super cheap, meaning that you can spam buy them. The 3 lethality items that I usually go when I play First Strike to completely snowball and stomp the game are Eclipse, GHOSTBLADE and Edge of Night. I think the combo of those 3 items is super OP when you are ahead and have many kills, so much better than buying Hydra for example, just because it's a much more expensive item. After those 3 lethality items, I got Cerilda and pretty much closed the game out with like 20 kills or some insane score like that. So remember guys, rushing those 3 lethality items when you are ahead and when you have first strike is extremely powerful with Zed to solo carry the game. Don't sleep on lethality items if you are ahead in golden levels. And that's everything from me today. Hope you found this video interesting and maybe even learned something new. Only 24.6% of people who watch my videos are subscribed, so if you like my content, it would mean a lot to me if you would sub. Thank you for watching and I will see you guys next time.